How is it going, everybody? This is RBT coming at you with my Buffalo Wild Wings bowl recap video. Kansas State beats Michigan 31-14 in a game that was pretty much controlled from Kansas State from start to finish. Michigan couldn't do anything on offense, and that was going to be a problem because Kansas State started off the game very, very fast. Jake Waters was hot the whole entire game. Tyler Lockett had one of the best games of his career, had 3 touchdowns in the first half. Actually dropped a touchdown pass later in the game, but still that connection was spot on early on in the game. Got a bunch of big plays early on in the first half. It seemed like just like that it was 21-3 or 6 because Michigan was moving the ball pretty well to start the game, but once they started settling for field goals when they moved the football, that was it. It was over right there because that connection really didn't stomp all game. Tyler Lockett had a huge game, and Jake Waters was great all day long. He looked very good, and looked definitely why he was the starting quarterback over Daniel Sams. His stats was actually he was 21 of 27, 271 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Tyler Lockett ended up 10 receptions, 116 yards, 3 touchdowns, so he didn't score after the first half, but he dropped a touchdown pass. But he was beating the receivers, the cornerbacks in Michigan all day with his juke moves, his moves off the line. They weren't jamming him for some reason all game, and when he was jammed, he kind of was slowed down a little bit, but it's whatever. But in the second half, the third quarter was kind of a mute point for both teams, and then the fourth, the second half kind of slowed down. Both teams kind of didn't really score until late in the fourth quarter, but the game was pretty much controlled by Kansas State all game. The first few scores was really the difference right there. The game, they started off fast, and they relied on that the rest of the game and never looked back and played it real well. Also, it was pretty cool to see Rob Gronkowski's little brother play, Glenn Gronkowski. He actually had a couple really long plays. He ended up with 40. Well, he had one. For some reason, I thought he had a lot. He had one catch for 46 yards. That set him up in the goal line that ended up being a touchdown. But also, you had John Hubert in his last game. He's a senior last game. You have Lockett, Gronkowski, Waters, Sams all coming back, but they do lose Hubert, and that's going to be a big blow. He's been a stable running back all throughout the last couple seasons, been really good. He ended up 16 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown. Jake Waters also, forgot to mention this, he ran pretty well. He ended up 12 carries, 42 yards, and 5 of those carries were for first down, so he ran the football very effectively as well. But yeah, on the flip side, I thought Shane Morris played pretty well. He threw a pick, didn't really throw a touchdown, but especially early on, he played a lot better than I thought he would. I thought they did really good with the play calling early on to get him settled in the game. He ended up 24-38, 196 yards, no touchdowns, and 1 pick, and that was late in the game. He was trying to make a play, and nothing didn't really work out for him. But I thought he played well. He looked like a really good quarterback. I don't think he'll start next year. Everybody that's calling for a quarterback controversy or battle in the spring, Devin Gardner's going to win now. He's a playmaker, but I think give Shane Morris one more year. The guy's going to be very good for 2 years. Once he's going to be probably starting as a junior, so maybe they can put it in a package for him. But I still think Devin Gardner's going to start, but regardless, he played really well, I believe. The defense for Michigan just didn't really play well. They were the secondary especially were beat on big plays. Like I said, Lockett was beating the cornerbacks all game long, so that is that. And also, I forgot to mention this, the defense at Kansas State played really well as well. They limited Michigan's rushing game all game long. Michigan didn't run the football at all. Their leading rusher was Shane Morris, quarterback, and that all came on one run. He had that one long run at the end of the game, and without that, they only have 25 yards. Because of that one carry, they would have 25 yards, so couldn't do anything. And also, Jeremy Gallon broke the Michigan single-season receiving record, yards per game. He broke, I believe it was Desmond Howard's record. But yeah, last but not least, official stats for the game. Both teams had 11 attempts on third downs. Kansas State won the battle there with 7 conversions. Michigan only had 4. 420 yards to 261 in favor of Kansas State. 149 rushing yards for K-State, and only 65, like I said, for Michigan. 40 of those came on one play. and both were pretty even in the penalty battle, and both had 1 turnover. So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. Make sure to hit the like button. Leave a comment in the comment section below if you're either a fan of these teams or you just watched the game. Let me know what you thought about this game in the comment section below. And also leave a comment if you're a fan of the teams that let me know what you thought about this game and how it either benefits or hurts your program moving forward, and what it means for your program. And I guess that's it. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/S3RTR. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Coming out with bowl recaps for each and every bowl game this bowl season. So that's it. And as always, roll tide, go Sox, and go Titans to you. Catch you guys Monday. Until then, have a great Sunday afternoon. Peace.